is on the menu? Hey, Lifeform. Hey, Nick. I was just watching a video about the Tesseract Vinia. Vinia. And I was really intrigued. I texted Jason because I was like, hey, dude, this thing is cool. And I said, it looks like a Mordax Data and a Disting had relations and had a baby. It's like an 8-channel multi-module, so it can run like drum synths and VCOs, and like every channel has its own quantizer, chord generator, sample player, like all of these different effects, like 8 ins, 8 outs, and it's got a screen with a built-in oscilloscope and a tuner, and you can just hard press the button and immediately go to oscilloscope, and you can flip the display so you can actually run the outputs on the bottom or on the top. And think about this. That means if you flip the module over, the name Vinia is still going to be upright. They thought of everything. It's going to be out in about a week. Yeah. Yeah, well, I love the text mix, you know. I wish it performed, you know, dude, give me like 10%. There's a little bit of crosstalk in the effects send channels and things that are a little frustrating. I'll be completely honest. I've never shied away from that. But in terms of price and performance, you cannot beat it. It's like impossible. Anyways, I had a thought. I had two thoughts actually. Number one, we're going to try running our bass through the Demon Core, and we're going to use an octave pattern instead of a chord coming from the vector. And that concept makes me happy. And then I thought, you know what would be kind of cool? How can we stochastically run the subharmonicon? Well, we actually kind of can. The only problem is, I think, so we can test this theory really quick. Actually, it would be super duper easy. In fact, let's just get it set up to do that anyways. So I think if you give the play CV in a trigger, it latches on a, you know, the play button. So if I go to channel D here on yonder SIG, and I just put it at like, let's put it at like a half note. How about that? 1 note. That's all we need. I just want it to play. There. Is it hitting play now? I don't think it hit play, did it? Is it even plugged in? Should be. Here's the VCA out. VCA out. It's going to, yeah, the FX aid. FX aid is not on. So, good job. There. Now that's triggering it. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Now if I slow that down to a half note. Yeah, I was going to say, that's not going to change because it is still, play is still on. You know what I mean? So I think we have to turn it off. And then, okay. So this is weird. The interaction between these two is weird. Oh, you know what else I can do is actually lengthen the time of the trigger by turning on the decay up, turning the decay time up a little bit on the tregs. All right. Let's see if that does anything. It's sending out triggers, but nothing is happening. So like, what the heck? What if we put this into clock directly? Like so. Does it respond to a really janky goofball randomized clock? Because that'd be good enough for me. So these are the triggers that it's putting out right here at my fingertip, and I don't see it advancing. It does nothing. It's doing nothing. Bro. Oh, because I'm putting CV out instead of Trig. That's stupid. Okay, let's try it with the play again. There's play. It is. So it's perfect. It's actually on off really quick because the length of that envelope. So then what we do, right, is we just put this thing on like whole notes and like dotted whole, or like 2 whole notes. That's the length of the rhythm. So then each one of these can become like a swell of niftiness. Okay, hang on a second here. Let's disconnect this for a second. Jethro. Okay, I think that's an E. Yeah, I'm going to do nothing but Kenny G covers today. That's right, baby. It's an E. So there's a nice C fourth. Come on, do your thing. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, it's because the clock settings are really, really low, so it's not responding to my button pushes because it always goes through a clock cycle. It's weird. That's acceptable. Okay, so then if we hit play and we put that there in here, like so, we crank up our attack time. It could be pleasant, is I guess what I'm saying. Okay, so there's our backdrop. I'm going to slow my clock way down. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Dude, I loved that album. I'm just gonna say, that album is so chock full of delicious D50. Makes my sticker peck out a little. I'm just saying. Don't judge me. You know, one thing that this guy could use is some very, very extensive reverb. I believe that sounds like a good idea. That guy off. Actually, let's move you over a channel because... Easy. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for. Just kind of blow it out into mushy mush. Also, let's crank up our reverb time. I think one of the things that I should do when I go through the whole rack expansion, like this will be phase 4. We're in phase 3 right now. Phase 4, I'm gonna put all my sequencing and stuff in a separate skiff and mixer, kind of like lurking on the bottom here. And maybe the vector, if I can rig the cable for the expander to go up to like here, that'd be perfect. But it is a ribbon cable, and so I don't know if I have enough of just a natural gap here. I may have to bust out the angle grinder, horrify some people. That's a joke. Anyways, I think my next investment needs to be like a really great reverb module. Maybe a Starlab or something like that. Like, the more I use the FX aids, they're nice, and there are some good programs, but there are a lot of really terrible ones too. Extremely noisy and, the works. This is one of those endless reverbs. It's actually pretty nice. Right, let's crank our delay time up quite a long ways too. Okay, well that's actually really, really nice. That's the subharmonicon just doing its thing. And again, being played by the SIG on extremely slow rhythm chances on one single note. And then we can actually just change the rate of this by turning this down so that it just doesn't generate triggers that often, only about a third of the time. So, there's our generative thing, instant generative music. I always say we, like the royal we. It's very strange. I need to... I will say, the Demon Core has a sound. And maybe it's the filters that I'm pairing it with. I think it's just the fact that it's mono. Like, guys, what were you doing? What were you thinking? But it lacks a little oomph, But maybe as bass, that actually will solve that issue, because sort of by biology, our ears are not suited to kind of tell the direction of bass, mostly because the waveforms are like far larger than our entire bodies. You're talking waveforms that are 15 to 50 feet long for one cycle, right? In terms of compression and rarefaction, or like decompression. So if you're just standing in the wrong place, you don't get a good sense of direction, right? It's weird. So that might actually nullify some of the lack of like bigness that I feel from the Demon Core. And so I thought, hey, bass, maybe. Oh, let's actually play. How about that? Yeah. Dude, make sure it's in tune. Do the roar. Do a thing. Subarm, do your thing. Come on. Bro, just send a bloody trigger. Thank you. It sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, and then we add the... so there's two things on here that you can add. You can add core instability. By the way, I got a new flashlight. Thanks to my girlfriend. Bam! On! So here's core instability. Alright, and then there's spread, which is just detune. So they're similar, but they can be combined to make a really natural, like very fat sounding. That's lovely. Let's throw a sloths in that bad boy for one thing. One of the things that I love about this filter is it's just mass quantity of CV ins. You've got CV in for FM. We have SFM 1 and 2, which are for each channel, left and right specific, or they are normalized. You have CFM, which is the main one for both channels, or you can put it into either side, and it affects both sides at once. But there are two inputs for it, which is really, really cool. So, man, there's so many things that I could put into this thing. I think just like the CFM for now. And that way the sloths is like unregulated. Built-in envelope so I can slow down the attack time as well, which is nice. I could, though, shrink the gate down so that it's basically just a really tiny trigger, and then just use the internal envelope with basically no sustain. Let's put it even slower. Now I've got some chance operations on this so that like stuff doesn't play all that often comparatively, and then we can even put it on a pattern so it only does things on like even bars. Yeah, that is a ballsy little filter for being 12 dB. Highly recommended. There's our bass. There's our thing. You know, something I don't use very often, as far as this kind of purpose, in generating actual note. But let's do something funky here. I'll do a little turning machine voice here. Can tell it's been a while. Output, okay. Jason, synth drunk. Where are we gonna run that? Actually, you know what? Let's. I'm gonna run that to the pizza, because pizza likes little plucky things. It's digs that shit, man. So we'll go yonder. But then I want to take a. I want to take a cable that's too short, and probably get a second one that might also be too short. That's what I thought. And then I'm going to strangle myself with them. Because probably wouldn't work though, because they're too short. Anyways, so this is just going to trigger my envelope. So the probabilistic generator, just it is what it is. It's got 4 channels, but they're like cascading probabilities. So like if my channel 1 here is up to like 60%, then whatever that 40% left over, this guy's taking like 20% of that. So the probabilities get less and less and less depending on how you have the knob set, and it's really interesting. And each time it does it, you can have it trigger either a gate or a trigger. And it also has a little CV with a built-in quantizer. It's got swing. It's got all kinds of cool shit. It's a little tiny little 10 HP. ADAC. Kings of the holy shit, that's so small I can't read it with a microscope. Front panels, but they're all business. Output would be a good idea. Oh, you know what? Let's maybe find something kind of funky for this guy, huh? Let's go into the Morpheus. In fact, I can run stereo. Now it's only going to put out the octave oscillator, but that's okay because I think that'll still sound decent. And maybe I can find some really weird filter program to use. Like vowelize it by 15% or something. Be nice. Yeah. I should plug into the correct place. All right, that guy, and then that guy, and then this guy. And then this guy. What do we got? Nothing. There we go. I like it. We can be like, let's loop that shit. But this will not loop. We can make it loop, actually. So if I can turn on repeat. It's on 14 steps. Okay, now about that filter. No, that's going to be a weird one. Even an odd harmonics resonance. A comb filter might be cool, though. If you play, like, just like play, man. It's a little harsh. The FM tones are a little bit too pure, I think. So yeah, then you're going to get these massive resonant peaks, and it's going to just be weird. This is cool, though. Yeah, what about some flangers and stuff? Because there are those in here, too. In fact, I think those are way down. Yeah, low-pass flange, cube flanger. Let's try the low-pass flange here. There we go. There we go. Some nice mellowing action on that. Turn the probability way down. You gotta have some FM modulation, though, because otherwise, what are we even doing here? What's the point of it all? Okay, now is the time on Sprockets where we make weird noises into the endless processor. Hey, ha, ha, ah. Okay. Channel 1. Let's get a decent amount of memory here. Yeah, I saw it. I can actually try it even. Know what I mean? Doing them vowels, yo. All right, let's where we want to put this guy? Could go simple actually, and go to the Zagreb and then just put it into a submixer channel that gives a little bit more boost. It's probably a good idea. You know what I mean? If it gives us enough of the boost. One of the things I like about this Erica Synth's stereo mixer is you've got that option to like split certain channels up 6 dB. That comes in handy a lot. It's that perpetual quest. Like, oh yeah, you also need to do this. See, it's really quiet.
I am in the sea legs.
Cool, bro. Cool. All right. Damn, that's hard on the voice. That's what I need. I start school this week. 2 days of meetings, though. 2 days of meetings. I can tolerate that. That's a-okay. There is our layer control. Let's unplug this. So, yep, cool. And now it's still really, really, really quiet. What a shock. Let's put it into the Ikari then. But you can't because your cables are too short. Yep. It's one thing I do wish that the endless processor had like an input mic or a light. I'm going to put this in the faster sloths to see what that does. Hmm. Oh, I'm a teacher. I teach middle school music. It's sort of my normal day job. Um, okay. Well, this is nifty and all. You know what I need to do is duplicate a couple of sloths while I'm thinking about it here. Let's do that right. Does this reach? Son of a bitch. So you go here. You go here. And you, purple boy, go here. And red boy, go here. Yeah. All right. I think we're good. Yep. And that's turned up. Okay. Cool. That. Grandpa, that's Maggie. So this goes into the VCA. A negative voltage sloths. So when it gets into the negs, then it should be louder. Yes, in theory. Don't know where it's at right now. Sounds like it should be high right now. Oh, what? There it is. Sorry, folks. Restream just logged me out of chat. Oh, now I have to do a CAPTCHA. Fuck's sake. There we go, and I'm back. And let's overdub. I need the bass in my ears, though. Bonk. Bonk. Let's see what we end up with here. Oh, no. Okay. Son of a bitch. Son of a zeech. We also need... Let their LFO going, let their playhead get some scanning going down in on me. Okay. Gain. Need. Nothing. Oh. Maybe. I'm like, why are you so quiet? Because the channel's not turned up much? Okay, let's keep loading this thing up, huh? Make sure that buffer is clear.
I'm running through the R-bar. My cat's name is Mittens. I bet my Wookiee.
Oh yeah, I need the bass. Shut up. It's just buzz delay. It's a lot though. That sounds a little bit out of tune. Yeah, it sounds pretty out of tune. Maybe I'll just stick with the first two. That's probably not a terrible idea. And if we can just somehow swap between the two of them, that would be nice. Oh, there's a really easy way. Let's do this. Part 6. I'm gonna make it 2. Length 2. Actually, let's go length of 4 and rate 2 whole notes. And then random. And then one of these is gonna be a G. There. And then we just take a volt per octave when we go into the layer control. And that gives us our semi-random layer flipping. Like so. To reach to the FM. Damn you, you're not. I propose 2 LFOs. Unsynced, just doing their thing. Okay. I would like to take a very scarce envelope source. Let's do a weird one. Let's go. I'm going to take the gate out of this first channel here, and then I'm going to go, my cable's too short. Replace it. Yeah, and then we're going to put that into the trigger in of the clock divider. So basically, only when this LFO here channel triggers, it's going to put in a pulse into the divider, right? You doing it? Or are you just not going to do it? That'd be weird. There it goes. Okay, yeah, it's working. So then we can just take and divide that down by like 8. Use that to trigger an envelope of some sort. We need to invert this, though. I would like to have a nice long... How do we do that on a Zadar? Can we? Can we do that? And I know we can reverse it. Basically, I want this to go into the high pass filter input, which is that guy on the bottom. And right now, it's all the way up. So basically, it's gonna like do nothing. Oh, we can here. Let's throw it into the motion meter, and then just invert it. There's the solution. What do we get this on? We get this on that one. This one. I use this thing very little. Yeah, this is the one. This is inverter or tenuverter. I would like if you just triggered right now. I think that would be a good thing. Next one. Oh, it should have done it. Here, let's just give it a faster trigger. Let's go straight into a gate out here. There it is. Do it again. Do it again. Do the roar. Okay, actually then let's change the shape and let's just make this a rise and fall. But like real slow. Maybe not quite that much. Okay. I. There. Much longer. Now let's bring that into the mix. That's a little FM pluck coming from the pizza. It's being triggered by the probabilistic generator, so I can just turn this knob up and have more of them. The notes themselves are coming from the Turing machine. You can shape the envelope, make it longer. I kind of want that an octave down. You can do stupid things like put an LFO into our clock rate. Everything is from modules. And sequencers and programming. Or randomness. sync things. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and wait for it. Ready, here we go. Quick 30-second note, so second melodizer. Subharmonicon was gloriously flat. That's lame. What are you gonna do? I need to find a way to like recalibrate that thing or something. I don't know if there are like trims inside of it that make it actually in tune. I don't know. It's annoying. Anyways, I'm out of here. So school starts this week. It depends on how I'm feeling. If there's a midweek stream, it might be like tomorrow. But probably not. Okay, so typical Fridays and Sundays, you know what I mean? Next weekend should be okay. Weekend after, not so much. So anyways, y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.